Before I visited the Tops Casino, I had ignored an invitation to enter the Lucky 38 Casino, which no one has been allowed inside for 200 years. That's where I'm going to go now, and meet the mysterious Mr. House, who's been running New Vegas behind the scenes all this time. He's got a whole lot of robot servants helping him out, and I can only speak to him through a computer screen.
The point of my inviting you to visit me here at the Lucky 38 before stomping into the Tops on your own was to help you prepare tactically.
He wants me to bring him the platinum chip, the thing I was supposed to deliver to him before Benny stole it and shot me in the face. I'll go steal all the vodka and cigarettes out of his casino. And I've got a lot of attention now that people see someone coming out of Lucky 38 for the first time in centuries. Emily wants me to place a bug in the Lucky 38. She used to be involved in a long plotline about how she programmed a robot for Benny, then he double-crossed her and had sex with her, but then never paid her for the robot. They cut all that, so instead it's a trivially easy quest, but you still get experience for it, and the robot is very much still a part of the plot. So I'm going to go to the Tops and find that robot now. His name is Yes Man, and he's programmed to be incredibly helpful and doesn't care who he shares information with.
Oh! He wants to kill Mr. House and use the platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That should give me control over all Mr. House's defenses.
I level up from the experience of finding Yes Man, and I'm going to put that into speech and take this Shotgun Surgeon perk, which makes my shotguns into armor-piercing weapons. Next, I'll meet with the ambassador from the New California Republic. It's 200 years after the collapse of the United States, and the NCR is the closest thing. A large democratic country with a military and imperial ambitions. A few years ago, they looked to capture the Hoover Dam, one of the best sources of electricity in the West. Mr. House captured it before them, and handed it over in exchange for a treaty. The NCR must allow their citizens and soldiers to gamble on the New Vegas Strip, and in exchange they get 95% of the electricity from the Hoover Dam. I'll do another peaceful quest and hire some performers for the Tops Casino. And then I'm going to head out and meet the King in Freeside. The Kings are a gang that runs the town just outside of the New Vegas Strip. And the King wants me to go investigate a certain suspicious bodyguard.
Gotcha. Looks like an ambush, huh?
It turns out that Oris has been getting repeat business by having a few friends stage an ambush and then play dead. At the old Mormon fort, the followers of the apocalypse are doing their best to help the community, but they're suffering from a severe lack of resources.
A few souls here on Freeside could be great assets to the community, if they'd kick their addictions.
My sexy outfit provides enough of a speech boost to persuade these addicts to sober up and go work at the old Mormon fort. Next, I investigate tensions between the NCR and the Kings. It turns out the NCR are only giving out food and water to their own citizens, and the last envoy to the King was attacked and badly beaten.
This means a lot to the followers of the apocalypse. You have our thanks.
Having helped the followers, I level up, I put a few more points into speech, and start raising my medicine skill. This will be important for quests and a perk that I want to take very soon. Having done that, I can go recruit Arcade Gannon, a member of the followers of the apocalypse. He gets armored up, and we're ready to head out. The King's right-hand man is not happy that I'm trying to negotiate peace between the Kings and the NCR. But I'll go meet up with the Elvis impersonator, tell him the news. We get interrupted by a messenger saying there's a gunfight going on.
You there, keep your hands where we can see him. Draw a weapon and we will fire.
I'm able to reach the Major and negotiate a ceasefire.
Maybe it's time for a little more talking and a little less fighting.
With that quest done, I level up again and put all the points into the medicine skill. Now I'll take another important shotgun perk. And stay back, which gives me a high chance of knocking opponents unconscious with each blast from a shotgun. Then I'll visit the Van Graff's arms dealers with Arcade.
That's a lot of energy weapons. Brings back some interesting memories.
Memories from the followers.
Energy weapons? Of course not.
And so, having done quite a few peaceful quests around New Vegas, it's time to head off into the desert and go meet with Caesar's Legion. I get into quite a few gunfights along the way. At long ranges, it's pretty safe to get into fights with all these bandits. And in keeping with the Old West theme, there's quite a few hoofed mammals around to shoot for experience points, which I'll keep putting into raising the medicine skill. The self-proclaimed Caesar believes Rome was the perfect military society, and his vicious legion is trying to conquer Hoover Dam.
I'd like to assume that we're tiptoeing into the mouth of hell out of academic curiosity, but I'm not so open-minded that I've lost my brains.
I tell Arcade we're just there to find out Caesar's plans. I've learned he's captured Benny and the platinum chip, and he wants me to destroy Mr. House's bunker.
So I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time.
Whatever's down in that bunker is the key to the city called Vegas.
Caesar explains his worldview, that the only true virtue is an eternal struggle for power.
What a load of Brahmin shit! Can you believe that guy?
We can't know why Caesar thinks that.
A fair point. But from the perspective of someone west of the Colorado, the man is clearly out of his mind.
Saying that earns some trust from Arcade, but he's still no fan of the Legion. We get our weapons back and go into the bunker to destroy whatever Mr. House has there.
You're going to do the smart thing and work for me.
My shotgun makes short work of the Protectrons defending this facility. And I get to the end where I can use the platinum chip to activate Mr. House's army of robots. I can tell Caesar I destroyed them all, and he believes me without checking.
You get to decide how Benny dies.
With Caesar's blessing to kill Benny, I shoot him in the face for irony points. I'm now free to leave Caesar's outpost, and I'm going back to the southwest part of the Mojave, where I'll buy out the Cassidy Caravans contract, and after a quick task for the NCR, I recruit Cass to come join me in the wasteland. My previous followers are all waiting at Mr. House's casino.
Walking the Mojave with you can't be any worse than here, that's for sure. Alright, I'm in.
I go to the town of Prim, where I fight these escaped convicts using Benny's gun, because it looks so cool. This is the starting area, so the enemies are all easy to defeat. I have to be careful not to accidentally shoot my own follower, because my gun is quite a bit more dangerous than anything else around here. And I leveled up, so I got a perk which tells me the damage threshold and hit points of every enemy I see, which lets me gauge the difficulty of a fight.
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me.
I've rescued the town deputy, but there needs to be a new sheriff. Someone who can protect the town, but not someone who will oppress the people, and there's a perfect candidate right here.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum.
Having reprogrammed the robot, he's ready to protect the town. In my next video, I'm going to keep making friends around the Mojave Desert, and I'll hunt down bandits in the hopes of finding a better shotgun.
Happy trails, partner.